Can you snack and do skincare at the same time from the same bowl?
Hi, my name is Destiny.
Hi, my name is Freddie.
So today we are going to be making edible face masks, which means all of the ingredients in these masks are 100% edible. You can find them at any grocery store, and you could probably even find them in the back of your fridge or the back of your pantry if you look hard enough.
I would say that my skin type is on the drier side. I do suffer from eczema on other parts of my body, not really on my face, but like on my neck, the back of my knees. I'm always just trying to get as much moisture and dewiness into my skin as possible, because just with the small crack of a smile here, this feels dry as fuck.
So when it comes to my skin type, I think the best way to describe it is oily, maybe? Combination, maybe? I definitely get oily in like the T-zone areas. That's always been an issue of mine. My makeup sometimes separates because my skin is so oily.
Some of my favorite skincare products include Mario Badescu. I use his toner and his exfoliant a couple times a week. Beauty Counter is a really cool brand too. Brightening and glowing is something that I'm also really into. I just really always want to have some type of glow happening without having to be pregnant.
My favorite skincare products are the skincare line by Bare Minerals. I started that line a few years ago and I kind of just stuck with it. I've never really been one to try new products. I'm very loyal. If I find a product I like, I stick with it forever. So I've been using their like cleanser and serum and moisturizer, and I love the way my skin feels.
The edible mask that I'm gonna be making today and trying on and like I guess eating, it's gonna be the organic banana face mask. And this mask is gonna be good for really just glow and brightening, and I hope it works.
The mask that I'm going to be doing today is called the Cocoa Dream, which is fitting because I too am a Cocoa Dream. There's only 3 ingredients, which makes it super simple, super easy. I chose this mask because avocado is super hydrating, and sometimes your skin gets oily because it's craving moisture, so it produces oil to give it moisture since you're not giving it moisture. So I think the avocado will really help my skin. Let's get started.
So I'm in my kitchen. I am going to, I guess, make this little mixture for this edible face mask. Here are the ingredients: orange juice, honey, and a banana. It says that I need a half a banana. Clearly I'm a banana person. Tablespoon of orange juice, and then a tablespoon of honey. What's cool about this is that there's no weird ingredients that I can't pronounce that I'm gonna be putting into this. I love the idea that it is completely organic and natural. Oh, it looks like baby food now. Smells good though. So this is my orange banana.
So this recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of honey or agave or whatever you're using, and 1/4 of an avocado. So let's do it. Cocoa powder also will really help smooth the skin, and then the honey serves as an anti-inflammatory, but I am vegan, so I have swapped the vegan for agave syrup, which has all of the same benefits, which is great. So okay, so here is what the mask looks like. It smells like brownie batter, and it doesn't look so good, but it smells literally delicious. Like I could literally just eat a forkful of this. But it is a little bit thick and a little bit chunky, but we're just gonna go with it. Let's put it on.
I'm going to use this brush to apply this onto my face. It's just like, I like bananas, but do I want it all over my face? Debatable.
And I'm gonna put it on. It's really thick, so here goes nothing. Not bad.
So I'm just gonna like put it on like this. Yes, I'm using you guys as my mirror.
Wow, really chunky and feels kind of weird. Wait, am I supposed to put this all over my face? Yes, put this on your whole face.
I'm gonna let this sit for, I think it says, keep the mixture on for 15 minutes. Timer, 15 minutes, and start. And while I am letting this sit and marinate into my skin, I guess I'll eat some of this. Can you snack and do skincare at the same time from the same bowl? Yeah, it's tasty. It tastes just like a smoothie.
Oh, it smells so good, like legit chocolate cake. And I don't even like chocolate, and it feels really good going on. It's like really creamy. I think that's the avocado. Like it just feels so smooth. All right, I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes and I will be back after I wash it off.
All right, so the 15 minutes is up. My face is firm, it's tight. It says to rinse it off with a lukewarm rag or lukewarm water. So here's my rag soaked in lukewarm water, and I'm gonna take it off. I feel bright, like I definitely feel like, ooh, like she got a lot of rest last night. Like that's how I feel like I look, which is great. Because I feel like I look very just like revitalized and re-energized and just have like this energy to my skin. Okay, once it's rinsed off completely, they said to moisturize. So I'm gonna use one of those moisturizers I showed you guys earlier today. Yeah, I mean, I feel refreshed. I feel very refreshed. I'll say that.
Okay, so it's been 10 minutes and I'm about to wash it off. It definitely is a little bit thick and a little dry. It's not as like crusty or cakey as some clay masks get where they're like drying your face out, so that's nice. I can still smile. I don't want to say it's burning, but I'm getting like a little bit of a sensation that kind of feels like burning. It doesn't hurt, but it like tingles. So let's wash this off. Okay, so I just washed the mask off and got all the chocolate off my face. But yeah, my skin feels really like soft. It feels really smooth. We'll see how it holds up like when I put my makeup on for the day later today and see like if it applies better. But I like it. I would do this mask again.
So it's actually been many hours later, probably like 5 or 6 hours later since I actually did the mask. My skin feels great. I mean, even before I moisturized, which is what the directions said to do, my skin did not feel tight from dryness, which is usually how it feels after a lot of other masks. I think in general, because this mask was stripped of all of the extra ingredients and additives that may not be as natural, my skin feels and I think looks really nice. I mean, I'd like to think that I have a glow. I would for sure try this mask again, but this was a really cool experiment.
Okay, so it's been a few hours and I decided to put some makeup on and see if I felt any difference. And I will say, when I was putting on my foundation, it legitimately felt so smooth putting it on. I'm a firm believer that your makeup looks better when your skin looks good underneath and is healthy and is clean. I definitely think that I would make this mask again. It was cheap, it was simple, only 3 ingredients, super easy to find, and it's better for the environment and probably better for your skin without all those chemicals and stuff. So I definitely would make this mask again. Thanks for watching.